Alright guys, so this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a couple weeks now, and I'm finally excited to be showing you guys Fit Vikings wrist wraps. I want to say thank you to Fit Vikings for sending these to me. I got these as a test product for free, but I want to let you know this will not affect my review. If I think that they're not good, I'm going to let you know, because I think that, for one, if I'm reviewing something for you, I'm not going to lie to you. I want you guys to make sure that you're getting the best product possible. And for another, for Fit Vikings, if I just tell them that their product's great and there's something wrong with it, they need to know so that they can refine it, make it better, and then give the best product to the public that they possibly can. So, let's get started. In addition, to make this as informative as I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be comparing them against these, which are my Gold's Gym wrist wraps that I've been using for about a month and a half, something like that. I think that this will be a good way to not only see how the products stand on their own, but see how they stand against the market competitors. Alright, so I'm going to break this review down into 5 sections: packaging, quality, functionality, comfort, and price. Alright, so to start off, we have packaging. Now, for this, I think the biggest thing for me is I'm a business kind of guy, so I think that I live by the phrase, there's no second first impression. So with these, this is the first impression, just seeing the packaging, and you can see how inviting this is. It has their logo, looks nice, got the kettlebell, the dumbbell up there, looks great. 100% premium quality, 1-year warranty, satisfaction guaranteed, never quit, their phrase. And then on the back, you've got their other products that they have here, their logo again, 20% off orders, go to this link, so that's great. If you buy these, you have a percentage off for future items. You got their social media, email for support, warnings, the usual stuff. It's a really nice package, nice zipper. It's just a very nice packaging all the way around. And I think that a lot of companies neglect their packaging because they think it's all about the product. Well, it is about the product. If you're not focused on your packaging, it may just not look that good. It may not look that good on first inspection. And to go along with that, these Gold's Gym wrist wraps, not a bad one, obviously. And Gold's Gym is an established brand, so it's not like they need to be introduced. But I think with this, the box here just doesn't show the same kind of thing, doesn't give me the same kind of quality vibe as the Fit Viking packaging does. So that's chalk up 1 to Fit Vikings. Alright, so next up we have quality. What are the quality of these products? So I've got one of each here. I've got Gold's Gym wrist wrap and I got a Fit Vikings wrist wrap. So take a look at the quality here for the Gold's Gym wrist wrap. The dimensions on this are 3 by 12 inches, 3 inches by 12 inches. So it's 3 wide, 12 long. Now, for this one, the quality isn't too bad. It stretches, has some give to it. The only issue here is that, well, actually 2 issues that I mainly see here. The thumb strap here is awfully thin, and on this one specifically, it's already starting to tear. Now that's obviously, there's the possibility that it could tear in the future, and then pretty much it's ruined, because if you don't have a thumb strap, you can't wrap it too well. You can't wrap it too easily. And then the second thing is the length. It's only 12 inches, so the issue that creates is when I wrap this thing, if I want it to be tight, and I like these to be tight because I think if they're not tight, they're not supporting anything. So if I try to wrap this tight, it's really, really kind of cutting off circulation, for one, and for two, after long periods, I've noticed with these, of using these, that it just becomes uncomfortable and I start cramping in this part of my hand, and the hand in general. So that's one thing here. And then for the Fit Vikings ones, I can already tell that the quality is better. The material feels softer, which is a plus, for one. For two, the thumb strap, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it too well here, I'll get a little closer. The thumb strap is almost double the thickness and width of the Planet Fitness one. There's no tears, so I can tell that this one's going to last for a while. And I expect that gym equipment's never going to last forever, but you want it to feel like it's going to last for a while. And with this one, it's already seeing that thumb strap starting to tear. I just feel like it's not going to last for very long. In addition, you can see that this one's about a third larger. So I'm going to guess, I haven't looked at the dimensions. I'm going to guess this is 3 by 18 inches. That's just me eyeballing it. And the strap is bigger. It's just overall, it feels more quality. The fabric is softer. It even has the logo here. And again, like I said, Gold's Gym is an established brand, but just looking at this, if they want to brand well, they should have their Gold's Gym logo here because they are selling equipment. And then with the added length, that extra 6 inches does a lot. So for here, if I put this one on, the difference is when I want to pull this tighter, I don't have to feel like I'm cutting off circulation in my hand to actually get this one on. For this one, because it has that extra length, when you start cranking down on it as you start wrapping it, it's forcing against the part that's already wrapped around your wrist instead of your wrist itself. So it's not cutting off the circulation and it's not making me cramp. I've used these for longer periods, just like the Gold's Gym ones. And I can already tell you that these ones feel loads better wearing long term and using more than the Gold's Gym ones do. So we got 2 points to Fit Vikings, 0 to the Gold's Gym wrap so far. Okay, so the next thing here is we're going to focus on the functionality. So this is where it's going to get a little bit boring because you're just going to be watching me do a series of exercises. Now, the way that I'm going to work this is I'm going to do exercises that are going to challenge the wrist in multiple directions. So the wrist moves in multiple directions. If my hands are like this, it go anteriorly, posteriorly, laterally, and medially. So I'm going to pick exercises. I've already picked them. I'm going to be picking 4 exercises that are going to challenge all 4 directions, and then 1 exercise is going to challenge the wrist in all directions at once. So for our medial, or in this case, if you're looking at it like this in the proper body position, for our anterior exercise, we're going to do bicep curls. For our lateral exercise, we're going to be doing shoulder flies. For our posterior wrist exercise, we're going to be doing overhead tricep extensions. And then for our anterior wrist movement, we're going to be doing lateral forward raises for the shoulders. And then for our overall exercise, we're going to be doing overhead dumbbell presses again for the shoulders. So now I'm just going to do a time lapse of these exercises. I'm going to be fair and let the Gold's Gym wraps go first. And then you guys, I will let you know after I use each wrist wrap how they did long term and just overall supporting my wrist throughout the workout. So let's get to it. All right, something I forgot to mention earlier is the dumbbell exercises I'm going to be doing are going to be roughly 70 to 80% of 1 rep max, because I feel that if we do lower weight, that's not really helping to test the product. So I'm going to be doing high weight, lower rep exercises. I think that's going to put these wraps to the test and to the limit the best. So let's get to it now. Alright, so that's number 1. We have the Gold's Gym wrist wraps done. I wanted to let them go first because now the muscles are more tired. It's going to require more work from the Fit Vikings wrist wraps, so we're going to really test them a little bit more. Like initial thoughts just off the bat with the Gold's Gym wrist wraps, obviously I've been using them for a while, so I kind of know how they feel, what to expect with them. They aren't great, but they're not horrible. They're usable. But if you want high quality gear, you want something that's more than just usable. So let's see how the Fit Vikings wrist wraps stack up in comparison to the Gold's Gym ones. must say that was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted something that was going to push the product to the limit, and I think we just hit that. So doing those 2 circuits back to back, right off the bat, the big thing that I noticed in a difference from the Fit Viking versus the Gold's Gym ones is that I didn't have any hand cramping for the most part with the Fit Viking. I mean, there was a little bit. I mean, you're expected to that. You have this grip after 5 exercises back to back. Your hand's going to cramp a little bit. But it was a significant difference in the amount that I was seeing in the Gold's Gym versus the Fit Viking. The Gold's Gym one, it was significant. But the Fit Vikings, you just shake your hands off a little bit and you're kind of back to normal. So I hate to say it, but again, the Fit Vikings, that's another point for the Fit Vikings, 3-0. So in that last section, I pretty much covered everything in the comfort department. Like I said, the quality of the product just makes the comfort on the Fit Viking ones a lot better. The fabric is softer, it's bigger, which means that you don't have to wrap as tight in order to get a stiff wrap so that your wrist is supported. And with that thumb strap, the thumb strap, I also forgot to mention, is a lot softer than the Gold's Gym one is. Maybe it's something to do with it being bigger, maybe it's a little more tightly woven, I don't know, but it doesn't restrict my thumb movement as much, and it doesn't you don't really feel it as much on the Fit Viking one. So that's another point for Fit Viking. We're 4-0 right now. Can Gold's Gym carry it out in our last section? We'll see. All right, so this is the big thing. This is the big deciding factor. Price. Now, for the Gold's Gym ones, the main reason I got them was because they were cheap. Hate to say it, but I'm a budget guy. I don't have a lot of money to be throwing around. So the Gold's Gym ones cost, with tax, getting them in Walmart, I think it was no more than $7. And then for the Fit Viking ones, even though I got them for free, I like to base this off of if I actually bought the product. So if I were to have actually bought the Fit Vikings product and it wasn't given to me for free, the Fit Viking wrist wraps would have cost $12 plus shipping, which was $9, making the grand total actually, wait, no, I take that back. The product was $12, the shipping was $7. Real professional, this one. So that would have made a grand total of $19. So that's more than twice, that's almost 3 times the price of what the Gold's Gym ones were. Now, here's where most people are going to have to make the decision. Do you want a lower quality product for a little bit less money, or do you want a higher quality product for a little bit more money? For me, and I'm not biased here, like I know I said it in the beginning, I'm saying it again, just because I got them for free does not mean that I'm just going to give them a free pass. But I do have to say that I would have paid, knowing I would have paid a little bit more for the Fit Viking ones because they're a little bit more comfortable to use. Exercising is something that I really enjoy, and anything that can make it a little bit more comfortable, not easy, comfortable, is a big thing to me. So when I got the Gold's Gym ones, I just wanted wrist wraps. They're my first pair. I didn't really know like what I was looking for, the quality. I didn't know dimensions, any of that kind of stuff. But now that I have something to compare them against with the Fit Viking ones, I know for a fact that the Fit Viking ones are better because they're longer, they are more comfortable, they're easier for long-term use, and I think they're going to last longer than the Gold's Gym ones are. So there you have it. That's 5-0 for Fit Vikings. So, and that's nothing against the Gold's Gym ones. If you want to get the Gold's Gym ones, that's great. Just know that they're not going to be as high a quality as the Fit Viking ones are. It's kind of a balance that you have to work with yourself. But for me, I'll pay a little bit extra. Like theoretically, if I was buying these, I'd pay a little bit extra to get something that I think is higher quality and it's going to last me a little bit longer. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this was informative to you guys. Reach out to Fit Vikings, get yourself a pair of wrist wraps. They're really nice, like I said. I keep saying it again and again. Just because I got them for free, again, I wouldn't just be telling you that they're great. I truly believe that they are great, and I really enjoy using them. I think that they're going to be in my gym bag every time I go to the gym or every time I come in here. So definitely go get yourself a pair of Fit Viking wrist wraps. Take a look at their other products, and thank you guys for watching once again. I'll talk to you all soon.